Believe in yourself and know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. Namaskar, welcome to PT Pointers. And our first headline is related to Glacier Lake Outburst. And ये न्यूज में अभी इसलिए है क्योंकि recently flash floods occurred in North Sikkim after South Lohanak Lake burst due to incessant rains. Now let's know more about Glacier Lake Outburst floods. So friends, it is the term scientists used to describe the incident when water levels of glacial lakes breach their boundaries, causing large amount of water to flow into nearby streams and rivers. And do you know, friends, there are estimated 7,500 glaciers in Himalayas, and glacial lake outburst floods have been associated with major disasters through the years. And glaciers are found on every continent except Australia. Now our next headline is related to Digital India Act 2023, which is poised to replace the Information Technology Act of 2000. It is designed to address the challenges and opportunities presented by the dramatic growth of internet and emerging technologies. It is aimed to bring India's regulatory landscape in sync with the digital revolution of the 21st century, and it places a strong emphasis on online safety and trust with commitment to safeguard citizens' right in the digital realm while remaining adaptable to shifting market dynamics and international legal principles. Our next headline is related to Asiatic wild dog, which is the only endangered wild pack living canid in the tropical Indian forest, and it is considered at high risk of extinction. They were once widespread across southern and eastern Asia, but factors such as habitat loss, declining prey availability, persecution, disease, and interseptic competition have contributed to the ongoing fragmentation of its population, and IUCN Red List of Threatened Species classifies Asiatic wild dog as endangered species. Our next headline is related to Yom Kippur War, and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि इसको कंपेयर किया जा रहा है हमास recent attack on Israel. Yom Kippur War was fought between Israel on one side and Egypt and Syria on the other from October 6 to 25 in 1973. It is also called the Fourth Arab-Israeli War after its decisive victory in the 60-day War of 1967. Israel had acquired an aura of invincibility and also captured territories from its neighbors, including Golden Heights from Syria and Sinai Peninsula from Egypt. Our next headline is related to Article 355 of the Constitution, which says that it shall be the duty of the Union to protect every state against external aggression and internal disturbance, and to ensure that government of every state is carried on in accordance with the provisions of this Constitution. Our next headline is related to Sagar Parikrama, जिसका 9th phase शुरू हो चुका है. It is an outreach program intended to reach out fishermen community across entire coastal belt of the country, and first 8 phases of Sagar Parikrama have covered more than 4,000 kilometers in 8 coastal states or union territories including Gujarat, Diu and Daman, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Puducherry, and Andaman and Nicobar. Our next headline is related to World Post Day, which is celebrated each year on 9th October. It was declared by the 1969 Universal Postal Congress in Tokyo as means to mark the anniversary of the Universal Postal Union's creation in 1874. Now let's know more about Universal Postal Union. So friends, ये एक स्पेशलाइज्ड एजेंसी है यूनाइटेड नेशंस की, एंड इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 1874, एंड इसका हेडक्वार्टर बर्न में है. एंड डू यू नो फ्रेंड्स, it is the second oldest international organization worldwide. Now recently India and Saudi Arabia signed a memorandum of understanding on securing a green hydrogen supply chain and cooperation on power grid interconnection. It aims to establish a general framework for cooperation between two countries in the field of electrical interconnection, exchange of electricity during peak times and emergencies, co-development of projects co-production of green or clean hydrogen and renewable energy, and it is also establishing secure, reliable, and resilient supply chains of materials used in green or clean hydrogen and renewable energy sector. Our next and last headline is related to Operation Iron Swords, which was recently launched by Israel Defense Forces in retaliation for an unprecedented and surprise attack by Hamas, which is a Palestinian Islamist militant organization. बाकी Israel Palestine war से related content हमारी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है and link अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में. So for better understanding, you can go through that article. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.